Hey guys, Huzzy here bringing you another video. Now welcome to something a little bit different. So this is going to be my scouting of the upcoming tournament, so Twitch Rivals. So as people know, I used to be a tournament player, won a few tournaments. I guess the most notable one a few years ago was the UK Battlegrounds, which is all like the UK teams, and we won that. We actually named the team Huzzy for LCS, which is kind of funny. But I'm obviously in the upcoming Twitch Rivals event. On the 3rd of April, we have the group stages. Depending how well we do, we may qualify for the live event in TwitchCon in Berlin in a couple of weeks. So this video is all about scouting the enemy top laners because that is where I'm playing. And on the screen right now, again, for some reason, there's not been an official announcement by Twitch or Riot. There's just all these like news websites that are writing articles about it, and basically they have all the team rosters. And what I said to my Twitch chat is, hey, can anybody like find the accounts for the enemy top laners, and we can have like a look through. So that's what we're going to be doing. We'll be jumping on like the op.ggs of all the enemy and just seeing what they do and kind of trying to think of a little bit of a game plan of what champions I can play against them and just see what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are. And pretty much go from there. Also, just say the tournament is technically a $75,000 tournament. There is also, because some people said, what about the event that, you know, Yasuo is going in? That's a completely separate event that they're taking 5 North Americans and 5 Europeans and pitting those together. So that's a different tournament. The one that I'm in is the bigger tournament with 75,000. So, yeah. So, number one is, again, I will say, apologies that I haven't really heard of many of these people, but this guy, so from Iberia, the Antonio, I've never heard of him, but this is his profile. So he is currently a master player. So like I mentioned, this tournament does have some very good players in it. So straight away, Iberia has a master player in it. So pretty clearly a Urgot player, Poppy, Yorick. So to be honest, pretty similar champion pool to what I'm currently playing. He even plays Jason Kale. So we have a similar champion pool. Obviously, the biggest difference being, one, he's a top lane main. I'm a mid lane main. And secondly, obviously, he's master. So 74% win rate. Urgot is going to be, I already know Urgot's going to be a highly contested pick. Well, it's not even contested. Again, this is blind pick. You may have Urgot mirror matchups in this tournament. I'm going to say you probably will have Urgot mirror matchups in this tournament. So looking at this guy, what's the game plan or anything like that? There isn't really one because he has a very similar champion pool to me, and it's basically I against this guy, if we're given Iberia in group stages, I very easily could see an Urgot mirror matchup or an Urgot Yorick matchup. So if he plays Urgot, I could play Yorick. If I play Yorick, he may play Urgot. Like, that's just the way that it might go. Looking at like his actual style, doesn't seem to be an incredibly high kill player on average, so he might just be going for farm. You can actually see his farm averages 6.9, 8.3, 8.5, incredibly high farm. So he, to me, is a farmer. And also, I will say, potentially, this rating is a little bit less than he actually should be. The reason why I say that is, again, he's a solid master player, so it's not like he used the early season at MMR, so he is a legit master player. He's got a 56% win rate, and look at these win rates. Like, they're insane. So this guy's going to be tough to play against in top lane, because if it's a boring lane, it's then going to go to who farms better, and I already can say, this guy's going to farm better than me. So my game plan, if I go against this guy, is just farm as well as I can. I don't think it's going to be an aggressive lane against him. Judging by his also champion pool, I also think he's similar, that he doesn't get much jungle attention. I think he just does his thing in top lane, and that's about it. Similar to me. So there's that guy. So, again, similar, which I didn't really expect similar, but there we go. So next up is Cubon. Again, I think, yeah, here we go. So someone did just like find all these for me. So hopefully all the accounts are correct. They should be correct. But yeah. So this is apparently this one. So this is Cubon from Poland and Baltics. So in this team, they have Overpower, who's an ex-pro. I also believe Cubon himself used to be an ex-pro. I believe. So as you can see, and you know, when I say ex-pro, I think it was back here when they were professional. So an ex-challenger player. So you can kind of see here that like this tournament, it's not a serious tournament, but these players are very good. So I haven't been that serious in League for like the past couple of years, so this is even a little bit higher quality than I'm used to. So hopefully we'll be okay. But as you can see, Aurelia main, and then Jack's, but like Jack's negative win rate, Aurelia doing really well. So if you're talking about a tournament environment that they can 100% get their champion, they can't get banned out, this person's likely going to be playing Aurelia. So if they play Aurelia, my game plan, honestly, probably Urgot. I foresee myself playing quite a lot of Urgot this game. Again, it's a Diamond 1 player currently in promotion to Master, so they're probably a better player than me, so Urgot's really safe. Potentially outscales Aurelia, and also has great team fight presence. So, so Urgot is definitely like a shout here. As for what else this person could potentially bring out, well, you can see here, they are practicing a little bit of the Hecarim. They are practicing a little bit of the Gangplank. So they do have other picks. But when you're talking about competitive tournament, that these players are, these amazing players, these guys are thinking about the 75,000 prize pool, right? They're thinking, ooh, we can get a lot of that. So they're going to be tryharding to the fullest. Again, I'm going to be tryharding too. But when you're tryharding to the fullest and you've got a legitimate main that you can guarantee you're going to get, they're going to play it most likely. So what I foresee this player probably doing is either Aurelia or Vladimir. I kind of guess that they'll play Aurelia as their standard pick, and if their team comp needs it, they'll probably go Vladimir. So honestly, it's going to be quite, like I will say, Aurelia is a weakness of mine. I don't do great against Aurelias, which is a little bit of a feels bad man because there's a few really good Aurelia players in the top lane here. Her early game, I just needed to like survive. That's the biggest thing. So it's gonna be, as I said, Urgot. Shen is on the table for me as well, by the way, because Shen's okay versus Aurelia. He can trade against her. He can survive against her. He's got the W for her auto attacks. And also in our team, if you guys obviously haven't like looked through, we've got Vapora Duck. I don't know much about him. We actually have had no team practice so far, but I've been told that he's basically like a Twitch jungle main, and obviously Twitch jungle isn't really a tournament pick, but Shen's very good with Twitch jungle. Obviously, it's like the submarine taunt. That you have Twitch stealthing, Shen ultimates, and then Shen just shows up. It's very good for flanking. So Shen is also on the table for me. So like in my background in my head, I'm kind of thinking already for this tournament, Shen, Urgot, and probably Yorick are my three that I'm going to be moving forward with. I'm still kind of thinking, and we'll see how the rest of the picks go. But already we've only looked through like, two players so far, and one's in Master and one's in qualifying to Master. So already these two are a little bit out of my league. And just to remind people, I'm not even a top lane main. I'd be a lot more comfortable if I was in mid lane going against Master players, but I'm not. I'm top. So yeah. So again, nothing completely out of the ordinary. This scouting is just to see what type of champions they're playing. And honestly, scouting's really good for seeing if they play something completely off the wall. It's like, oh, they're still playing AD Nico. Oh, they could bring that out. Oh, they're still playing Victor top. Oh, they could bring that out. So that's what scouting's for. But so far we've had like kind of basic players. The first guy is basically a Master version of me in top lane that farms better, and this person seems to be quite good, but mainly a really good Aurelia player with also a decent Vlad. So just got to be careful of the early game, and I think we'll be completely fine. Next up is France. So we are here. All right, so we are this guy. So this is a little bit more my pace. So we have finally someone in the same rating as me, at least. Diamond 3, that's where my main account is right now. But they are Diamond 1 in Flex Queue. And this is what I've been told, and this is actually something worth knowing. Are these people, like, has he been recently doing, they're 14-0, he's been playing Flex, is this their team? And yeah, it looks like it. So far, I will say my team has had zero practice because people have been a little bit busy. So it seems the French team is playing Flex together, and they've currently got a 100% win rate. You can see that Sharked is there, and that's that Shark support guy. So that's a little bit scary, and obviously that's why we scout, is because we now know that they're actually playing together and they're practicing, and they're currently 14-0 in Flex Queue, and they're Diamond 1 quality in Flex Queue when my team hasn't practiced at all. Okay, that's a bit scary. Also basing on their pick, obviously a big Renekton player, but they are flexible on what they're going to play. But as we mentioned, tournament, you want to go on your comfort pick, and this person's comfort pick is Renekton. So Renekton, most of my champions can work against Renekton, to be honest. Kayle is actually wonderful against him because it's a ticking time bomb in favor of you. But really, like, again, judging, he's not getting too high kills like this one here. But again, judging on this, I doubt the French team are giving this guy many ganks. Because if they were giving this guy a lot of ganks, I think his kills would be higher on average in Flex. They're not that high, so I already can kind of tell the French team may not prioritize top lane for early ganks. Another thing that you can mention is that potentially even furthering that is that they're going Ignite. So the Renekton player is like not getting much early jungle pressure, so they're going Ignite for the 1v1. So it's basically just, if we want to beat this team, and if this person picks Renekton, as the UK team, we should just pick a late game team comp. Like, against this team, if we have Twitch jungle with Vapora Dark, I actually think Shen would be perfect against this player. So if we get given the French team in groups, I'm most likely going to play Shen against them. Why? Because it's a Renekton, so I can survive against Renekton as Shen with the W. Gets rid of the auto attacks. You actually can W Shen Renekton's stun. The early aggression doesn't affect Shen that much. You can just play safe. You can taunt him under tower. You also can survive ganks, tower dive, sorry. And also, Shen's more for late game. But also, if Renekton, this guy plays a split pushing style, which I actually would say he probably does. The reason why I'm thinking that, his farm is incredibly high with low kill participation. He has low kill participation in every single game. So to me, that is screaming he's a split pusher. Shen would be brilliant because what that would give is if he goes Ignite versus Shen, doesn't win the early game, I'm then Shen in late game, I can hold the Renekton quite easily in a 1v1. I might even outscale a Renekton in the 1v1 with going the Tiamat build, but then Shen would allow me the pressure to ult whenever I need. And then he might not have teleport to follow me. So I think Shen definitely could be the option against the French team. But I will say, they are looking pretty scary. Because, yeah, they're 14-0 in their flex game practice. So, just again to say, they've had 14 games of practice. My team has had 0, so there's already, like, a difference there. My team has never played together. I don't think many of us know each other that well. Like, we know each other a little bit in passing, but, like, I don't even know, do these French people know each other very well? Have they played together before? Like, we don't even know that. Like, I have been told the lowest rated team in this tournament is the Hungary team, but they also apparently play with each other a lot. So again, that could also balance things out. So yeah, in top lane skill, we're similar to the Renekton, but in terms of team, they may have the team advantage right now. Like, as for an example, we we're not really scouting that much, but this is the mid laner of the French team, I believe. So he's Diamond 2. So, they're all kind of high. What about their support? Their support is Diamond 1. So the French team is also kind of a stacked high rating team, and they're playing together. So again, a little bit scary, but there we go. Next up is Germany. So we're against a guy called Scarface. So let me find his profile. Again, very much thank you to Kelsource for doing this. I did say in Twitch chat, like, could anybody find their profiles? Kelsource found all of them, and like, oh Jesus. But what? I will say I've been duped by my Riot guy. It has to be said. I was speaking to my Riot guy the other day, and I was like, how good's this tournament? And he was like, oh, it's not that good. What? This is the 4th person I think we're scouting, and only one of them is the same level as me. Everyone else is basically Master and now Grandmaster. So this is the German top laner. They are Grandmaster. And they are a top lane main. So again, that's another point that I will say. I really don't want to make a fool of myself here, but I'm not a top lane main. All these people so far are top lane main. Now, some people, by the way, will be saying, so Huz, why are you playing top in this tournament? So the UK randomly doesn't have many content creators. We never have. Like for like highish rating content creators, we never have had a lot. Like, it has to be said. A few of them have also moved to different streaming platforms, so they're no longer eligible for Twitch events. So I am the best choice for top lane in the UK, believe it or not. And again, yes, my solo queue rank isn't great right now, but I am also one of the few streaming top laners that has won tournaments as top lane. There's not many of those either. Like, there's obviously UK top laners, but they're not Twitch partners. I'm basically the only Twitch partner and league partner that's won tournaments as top lane in the UK, but I'm just not this quality anymore. Maybe in season 3. But so we've got another Aurelia player. So that seems to be quite a key, like, obviously theme in top lane right now, is Aurelia. But also Vladimir. Again, Vladimir, Aurelia, we said earlier, like, there's another player, said, you know, Vladimir Aurelia is just the way to go. But yeah. So this could be another Urgot game, to be honest. Like, just play safe, the person's grandmaster, try to farm as well as we can, and don't let the early game snowball. To be fair, once again, their kill participation on average is fairly low. It's like 30 to 40% on average. You have the occasional one, it gets a bit higher, but on average, it's relatively low. So again, that could be another split pusher. Shen, potentially again, or Urgot. Urgot just to survive, Shen to help my team. And remember, this is blind pick. So we can't, like, some people say, oh, just ban Aurelia. It's blind pick. We can't just ban these champions. That's why scouting and kind of getting an idea of what they're doing is important. Another thing has to be said, though, is that so far of all the people that we've looked, so this guy, unranked flex. This guy, that's the French team they've been practicing. Unranked flex. Unranked flex. So only so far one team has been actively playing flex queue together, but then the others are just better in general. So, yeah. A little bit scary, but if we just keep to our game plan, then I think I can manage okay. Let me just quickly check something, because someone just said potentially my latest video doesn't have ads on it. Let me look. It does. It does. It's fine. Alright, so next up is Wicked. Most people will recognize this name. Wicked is an ex-pro, played on CLG EU, played on Elements, I want to say. And maybe another team that we know. I can't, like, he was on a few teams. But honestly, one of the pro top laners that I personally really enjoyed watching. You know, he was very kind of similar to Dyrus, but honestly, he might have been a more mechanically skilled Dyrus. So he took a lot of, like, opportunities by himself. He was very solo orientated, but a lot of the time could outplay. He did at the end of his career get into a little bit of a rut playing like Malphite with Triforce from memory, and that was a bit weird. But alas, a very skillful player. So this is his main account. I do know he has another account, I think, called John Wicked. But this account's in Diamond 1, so again, another higher rated player than me. He is a Jackson Aurelia main. But he had also Kennen's there. Honestly, he could bring out Kennen because, again, being a blind pick tournament, he may not want to risk a melee champion when he can just play Kennen. But honestly, I can just see him playing Jax. If he plays Jax, again, this is where, like, knowing these people is also kind of important. Again, we're not scouting everybody, but obviously Gripex is there as well. Gripex is a master quality Lee Sin one trick. If I had to guess how Nordic is going to play, considering Wicked is arguably their best player, I am going to guess you're going to have Lee Sin ganking for Wicked early. So against Nordic, it's all about not letting them snowball and probably building a late game team. Because if Gripex is going to be playing Lee Sin, we can outscale if we have Twitch jungle. And obviously, Twitch jungle is a bit of a risk against Lee Sin if Lee Sin finds Twitch early. But I actually foresee myself playing Shen versus Wicked. Because again, it's relatively safe. He plays auto-attack orientated champions. And also, we know Gripex is going to play Lee Sin. So let's build a comp to survive late game and, you know, taunt for their team. We win the team fight. But yeah, playing against Wicked is going to be a little bit daunting. I have, by the way, played against Wicked before in solo queue. It's not a new experience to be playing against Wicked. I have played against him several times in top lane. And so, I will say the weird thing is I'm not really nervous about the tournament. I generally play my best in tournaments, in before I make a fool of myself. But we know going into this, I don't want anybody to kind of think like Huzz is gonna own everyone. These players are better than me. We know that going in. I know that going in. So I'm just gonna do the best I can, and basically my goal is not feed and see how it goes. I'd say. Again, it's hard to say what my strength of my team is because we haven't practiced, but I think our bot lane is quite strong. Again, Snitch in my team is an ex-Heroes of the Storm professional. He plays for or played for Team Dignitas. And I think he played like carry in that as well. So like I'm hoping bot side can do well. I don't know where Vapora Dark likes to gank. I don't know if most junglers have like ice. I'm a top-centric ganker. I'm a mid-centric ganker. I don't know where he likes to gank. I don't know if he likes to counter jungle. But I would like if he focuses our bot lane. And then I, in top lane, build for my team. I'm completely fine with doing that. The whole group stage tournament is basically picking for my team. But once again, Nordic, unless they're doing it on other accounts, they have not been playing Flex Queue together. Again, we can quickly look up, John Wicked. He has been playing on this account as well, but not recently. I remember tuning into his stream a couple weeks ago when he was on that, and apparently now he's not. So yeah, he's playing on this account, and it's mainly Jax, as you can see. Malphite, people saying, what about Malphite? Malphite is a potential, to be honest. The only problem with Malphite I foresee is I would go so far down in farm that I think would be embarrassing. Is that I would get zoned. Again, you don't aim for farm. You don't really aim for farm as Malphite, so it's not a big deal. But, when you're getting casted in front of, I don't know, a few thousand people, you don't want Wicked to be on 200 farm and me to be on, 70. That probably wouldn't happen, but still, I don't think Malphite is strong enough to warrant the pick. But yeah, that's Nordic. They're a bit scary, especially in the top side. Next is Hungary. So the writer I've been speaking to told me categorically that these are the weakest team. Ready? They're the weakest team. They have. Oh, there we go. There we go. Finally, we have one person that's lower rated than us so far in every single team, and it's a Rengar one trick. So this is the perfect example of why this tournament is not draft pick, in my opinion. So it's blind pick because there are many streamers that only play one thing, and as you can clearly see, 160 games, 10. Very heavily a Rengar one trick. Again, we spoke earlier, Rengar tournaments about playing your comfort picks, that you're not doing anything risky, really. So he's probably going to default to his Rengar. I'd be very surprised if this guy does anything different. He might. But once again, I was told that these guys play together quite a lot, but no flex games. And again, no custom games in the history unless they end the game early. But yeah, so this guy's Rengar. Honestly, I think I'd be very comfortable against this guy. Not just because it's Diamond 4. I'm very comfortable against Rengar tops. Why? I used to play Rengar top a lot. There's a reason why the channel logo is a lion. So I think I'd be completely fine against this guy. If you're wondering what I'd be probably thinking about doing against him, there's two options. Surprise, surprise. Urgot or Shen. The reason for both, Urgot, if you survive the early game, will just obliterate a Rengar. The only small counter is Rengar's empowered W could break him out of Urgot ult, so you got to be careful about that. But Shen, perfect. When Rengar jumps on you from a bush, you press W with a sword on yourself as Shen, and his Qs do not land on you. His empowered Q doesn't work on Shen. And also, you could just taunt him straight away and outtrade him. Probably also rush a Tiamat on Shen too. So, and also, has to be said, when Rengar inevitably roams, Shen can continue split pushing, and then you could ult the target that Rengar's roaming too. Again, Twitch chat does make a good point. There has been another champion that's been in the back of my mind that is also a potential, and that's Poppy. Poppy, she could be a pick. And again, I am also obviously for the next couple of days going to be thinking a little bit more about this. But Poppy is also really good against both Jax and Aurelia. And as you've seen here, a lot of these top laners are playing Jax and Aurelia. The reason why is Poppy is tanky, does damage, and also has a jump denial with her W. That's a big deal. So Poppy actually could be a really good shout. Because Poppy's good against Rengar, Poppy against Aurelia, Jax. So yeah, no, Poppy could do quite well. Apparently, someone in Twitch chat is saying, as a recent update news, Germany has changed their top laner. So it is no longer Scarface, which was the Grandmaster player. It is now a guy called Zenton Lol. If this is this his profile? Can someone find out what his summoner name? Oh, there we go. Someone said it. Real Zenton. So again, don't know if this is confirmed. Twitch chat is just telling me. Oh, he's more manageable. Okay. So they've gone from a Grandmaster player to a Diamond 2 player. Does anybody know why? Could he just not make it? Or did he just pull out? So it's a Jax player. Well, to be honest, it's a Pyke one trick. No, it's not. It's a Pyke. It's a support main. Wait, no, it's not. It's a... This person's all over the place. Oh, Scarface is playing for Unicorns of Love, so he's not allowed to play for this anymore. Again, pros aren't allowed in this, I'm pretty sure. So if he's now playing for Unicorns of Love, he's not allowed to take part in this. So that makes sense. So I'm okay with it. You know, if we get Germany, it's a lot better facing a Diamond 2 player who, again, I play against Diamond 2s while I'm in Diamond 3. He's Diamond 2 with a 50% win rate versus a Grandmaster player. So I'm okay with that. So yeah. Okay, cool. So he plays Pyke, but that's irrelevant. So you can clearly see here that he was told that, hey, you're now playing top lane. Because, yeah, it's a support main, basically, with occasional random things thrown in. But you can clearly see today they've started to play a lot of top lane. So it seems that they may be looking to do Jax quite a lot. So Jax is in the back of my mind. This person's going to play Jax. Now, this is the German guy, the new one. So, again, Poppy. Poppy could be the pick, actually. So I might, for maybe tomorrow, maybe tonight, I might play a bunch of Poppy just to practice it, to make sure my Poppy's on point. But yeah, his games actually haven't been going well. So, again, he's in the same, like, honestly, he's in the same position as me. He's definitely not a main top laner. He's now playing top lane in this tournament. Again, we don't know the ratings of the rest of the German team. And again, this is where this guy may differ from me slightly. If I'm slightly in an off role, again, people may say to me, Huz, you're not really in an off role. You've got more top than mid games. Again, that's just purely because the system is giving me more top than mid. I don't want to play top, but it's giving me more top. My comfort lane is mid. But this guy is seeming to be playing or wanting to play something aggressive in top lane when he's getting kind of auto-filled there, instead of playing something kind of defensive for his team. So that's an interesting choice. So that is something to worth knowing as well. Okay, so that's better. So the German team probably is still scary. Again, we're not scouting the others. So if you guys know any of the other people in this, feel free to say, you know, oh, that guy's Challenger, that guy's Master. I've heard, which we haven't looked up yet. Oh, no, did we? Maybe. There is a team, apparently, I can't remember which, but is comprised of, like, Challenger and Master players pretty much only, but I'm not sure which one that is. That might have been the Germans. I don't know. But yeah, cool. All right, so we'll go for the next guy. So, again, just a bit of an update. And the last guy is Loz Ariel. I probably butchered that. And apparently, Kelsource cannot find that summoner name. So if anybody knows that summoner name, then feel free. But yeah, his name is Lozriel, which I don't know, you know, where he's from or anything. So we'll have to try and find him at another time. So just to kind of give a summary of who we're against in top lane this tournament. Oh, wait, someone's saying German mid. German. Oh, the German is... German mid is Challenger. German mid was Challenger but doesn't play at the moment, but was a Challenger. The German jungle was Challenger but is Diamond at the moment. And the German support hovers around Diamond 1 on Master. Oh, Kelsource has got the guy. Apparently this is it. It's below. Wait, what? Oh, wait. No, they got the last one. Never mind. I'm being a derp. There we go. This is the last guy, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the Italian? Yes, so it's Italy. I didn't even know there's a big scene in Italy, by the way. All right, so something straight off the bat has made me wakey wake. There's a flex queue game. Is there a flex queue game? Because are they playing together? So they've got Eki Counter in his team, Counter Eki. So the Italians have played at least one game together. Again, that's more than my team's played. So, oh, big losing streak. Okay, so they are a top lane main. So this is Italy, Diamond 2 player with an incredibly good win rate. So again, with that win rate, you could argue that this person isn't just a Diamond 2 player. They could be a Diamond 1 player. And honestly, they may have been Diamond 1 before this massive loss streak. So probably like a Diamond 1 quality top laner. There's Kale. Oh god, 0-19 Kale. Wow. Again, Kale is quite weak in the early game nowadays, but still, shouldn't be going 0-19. So Kale, Yorick, Jarvan, Aurelia. So the standard top lane is nothing out of the ordinary. One I don't see is Yorick. Well, actually, there's a little bit too, but 214. Weird. So it kind of seems to me that it's a Kale one trick a little bit, but then is like trying to expand their champion pool, and it's not going well. So again, like we said earlier, what happens when your team, what happens in a tournament, you default to what you know. I can nearly guarantee this person is going to be playing Kale. The weird thing about it, with being a Kale main, really bad KD. So this actually could be, if we get Italy and this person plays Kale, judging off this person's match history, this could be basically the only match that I actually pick something aggressive. Because this person dies a lot. Like in a very short window, 12, 13, 19, 8, 9, 14. Like when this person has a bad game, they have a really bad game. So I potentially will pick something aggressive against this person. If you're wondering what I'm going to pick aggressive, I honestly don't really know. Jace, potentially. Renekton is also a potential. Oh, wait. Will we not know what they pick? See, that's the thing. I don't know if it's pure blind pick. Because, like, is it pure blind pick? Or, like, when... Or is it just simply no bans? I don't know. I really hope we don't see anything. So legit, we just have to pick... Like, we have to just guess what they're going to do. Again, this is why scouting is important. Because if you either do no scouting and you just play what you're going to play, full stop, end of. Or you do scouting and you have an idea what they're going to play. So I have an idea that this person is likely to play Kale. The others, a lot of them are likely to play Aurelia or Jax. So on average, Poppy is going to be the strongest blind pick against most of these players. Urgot also potentially, and maybe Twitch in a couple of the games. Like, against Nordic, if we get Nordic that there's Lee Sin jungle, which is Gripex, and Jax on Wicked, that's a game I'll probably pick Shen. But Poppy is going to be, I'd say, most of these, but then this guy I might pick something aggressive, because like if I pick something aggressive, what's the worst that can happen? They have Yorick, which is not an early game champion. They've got Aurelia, which is an early game. So I could win the early game regardless of what this person picks, but they already will still have... They're likely still to pick Kale. So this is likely the only team that I'm going to be playing aggressive. Now, what I also can do is, while they're just right here, this is, I believe, the rest of the Italian team. Diamond 3, Diamond 1, Diamond 2, but very little games, and Grandmaster. So their support is Grandmaster. Again, not the scariest thing that their support's the Grandmaster player. If their AD carry was, I'd be a little bit more scared, because obviously that's the carry. But yeah, so... On average, it has to be said that by doing this little scouting thing, on average, these players are better than me. We were Diamond 2 a few weeks ago. We're now back in, we then tilted down to Diamond 4. We're now in Diamond 3. So these players on average are better than me. I think I outrate 2 of them. because I'm technically higher rated than that at the moment, and then the other guy's Diamond 4. But everyone else in this tournament's higher rated than me, and I'm not a top lane main. So yeah. Hopefully, we'll do okay. Again, if we don't qualify, it's not the biggest deal for me. I'm just here to have a good time and just hope to do well in top lane. My goal, personally, I just want to like get a first blood in one of the games. I'd love to first blood Wicked, but that's probably not going to happen. But you know, we'll see. Again, part of tournaments and how we're going to feel is also like, how do I feel on the day? Like, if I wake up and I'm in a fantastic mood, I'm really happy. I'm just obviously I'm going to play some solo queue obviously before the tournament to warm up. If I'm doing well, I might want to be aggressive. If I am having kind of a meh day, I'll probably play more defensive. So yeah. And then if you're wondering, yeah, people are saying, what about my team? I don't know everybody's profile, but like Bizzleberry is our support. I know that. So Bizzleberry right now is in Diamond 2. He's nearly Diamond 1. He's actually gone up rating. Me and him duoed the other day, and he was in Diamond 3. So he's just gone up, and he's nearly Diamond 1, so that's pretty good. I'm guessing Vixie's account is Vixie. So Vixie right now is in Diamond 4, but in promo to Diamond 3 is... I've been told Vixie doesn't play a lot of ranked because she actually has a little bit of ranked anxiety. But in tournaments, apparently she's fantastic. You can clearly see doing very well on Zoe. So this, you know, she'd clearly be a lot higher rating if she just played a lot more ranked. So she's probably like, I'd say minimum Diamond 2 quality. And she's also been Master. Like she has been Master. So she's a very good quality player. So yeah, we've got her. I'm just going to guess, is Vapora Dark's account just Vapora Dark? It looks like it. So this is Vapora Dark's account, but no rating for some reason. Again, he has rank. This is really weird. He has ranked solo games, but no rank. Oh wait, he hasn't played any. He hasn't played any on season 9 on this account. But he is a master player from last season, and as you can clearly see, Twitch Jungle. So there you go. So I don't know what account he currently plays on. And Snitch, I don't know what account he plays on. Let me try and find out. Everybody did put their summoner name in somewhere. I don't know if I'm gonna I'll be able to find it. Like I'm pretty sure Snitch's account isn't just like Snitch. He has it like named something kind of like weird. Damn, I can't find it. But I think Snitch is like kind of, you know, probably mid to high diamond, something like that. So that's my team. But anyway, this video's gone a lot longer than I anticipated, by the way. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. But yeah, I just wanted to do a full scout of like how, well, you know, what ratings people were. Oh wait, that is his account. This apparently is Vapora's account. Is it on NA? Nope. Well, never mind. But yeah, that's going to be it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Wish me luck again on the 3rd of April, which is, you know, really soon. I'm going to be streaming my perspective. I'm not expecting wonders from myself. I'm just going to try and do the best I can. It's pretty much that simple. But anyway, that's going to be it. If you guys did enjoy, throw a like, throw a comment. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.